Hello everybody, my name is Scryptar and welcome to Sky Factory 4, episode 1.1. Yes, why 1.1? Well, because Scott and I technically did this already yesterday, but my recording software decided to not play ball, and unless you're in for Sky Factory 4 podcast, we're gonna do this again. So, since we started already, we're not going to do multiplayer. I'm going to hop into a single player and just recreate what we did yesterday. So don't you worry about it. That gives you the added bonus of actually getting to see how to create a new world, because on our server that was already done. So, here we are. We can choose between a lot of different things. Yeah, you can start with your standard Sky Factory 4 piece of tree on a piece of dirt, and that is actually what we're going to do. But just in case you're a little bit bored of the standard Sky Factory or, well, even Stone Block, in case you're bored of that, there are other options. There's a tutorial in here, there's a Sky Grid, which basically generates resources everywhere, continuously. That could be quite nice. I find it a little bit cheaty for the sake of going through this mod pack as, I would say, intended. So we're not going to do that. Compact Sky starts you off in a compact machine, if you know that mod. So you have a 3x3x3 where you start, and through upgrading your way to a larger workspace, you can get something bigger. I don't know the max of this, but this could be something cool. I just think for sake of recording, and with two people, it's a little bit crammed, and no, we're not going to do that. Amplified, default, large biomes. Yeah, those are your, standard worlds. Lost cities could be quite cool. You have these globes everywhere. In a grid pattern connected by tunnels, and you can see there are apartment buildings in there are some over there. Some of them just have a forest or just, a mesa or something like that. That could be pretty cool. There's no ore generation in this one as far as I can tell. I've tried it and I couldn't find any. But then there are natural spawns, so you get the occasional creeper blowing you up and stuff like that. So that could be interesting. Then again, it is Sky Factory 4, and we do want to start with nothing and just see what happens. Also interesting could be Peace Out. You can't kill mobs, you lose. Interesting, right? No loot drops? Sky Factory, yeah, it's just a bigger tree. Stone Factory, you've seen that. Observatory could be cool. This is an Astro Sorcery Observatory. That mod is in here, and that looks pretty amazing. This is just one floor. You can see there's another floor down there. And there's a structure on top where you can put up your Astro Sorcery altar, and that could be pretty cool to do. It doesn't give you any extra resources unless you harvest the building. So, yeah, could be something. At least you don't have to do a platform, right? Sky Village, well, you start out with a village. Could be cool. And there are others, like the glass blocks surrounded by liquid ender or lava. Yeah, sure, why not? What else is in here? Lights out, sticky situation. They all sound cool. I'm not going to go through all of them. You can see if you find anything that would be something for you. We're going to go standard Sky Factory 4, and there is a prestige mode here which disables certain mods, which you can re-enable once you gain a prestige point by advancing through the quests. We're not going to use prestige because I want those mods. It's just the way it is. Or excavation, for example, would be disabled if you play with prestige, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to name it New World, who cares. We're going to hop in here, we're going to recreate our start from yesterday. And then we're going to hop onto the multiplayer server for episode 2 and have some fun over there. Come on, generate. It's just a tree. Can't take that long. So, if you've played Skyblock, X-Block like I like to call them, like Stone Block, Skyblock, Sky Odyssey, if you played those mod packs before, recently it's pretty much all the same, right? Unless you do something crazy where you go full EMC or something like that, if that even tells you something. If not, well, it might be in the back, we might get to that. You usually have the same mods in here. You have Ex Nihilo for your ore generation. You have hammers to, grind down cobblestone into dirt, into sand, into dust, and then you can sift that, and all that stuff. That's not in here. Nope, that is not in here. Believe me. Yes. There isn't even a quest book. We have an advancement book, so let's have a look at that. You can press L, or you can just open the book. And this is where you start. These are your advancements. You start with a tree. Yes, and you have to craft more trees. There's a dirt tree. There's a petrified tree, a clay tree, gravel, sand, cottonwood, which is, as you can see, string and wool and such, coal, and, over here you get to diamonds and such. There are also crooks in the game, and there are other tools which are quite cool, and there are slabs, certain slabs that we are going to get into pretty much straight away. And there's more than just trees. There's also resource hogs, I believe it is. So you can have cobblestone pigs. That sounds interesting. We're definitely going to get into that. But for now, let's get started on this one. What do we have? We have our advancement book. We have a torch. It's good. Bacon donut. Bacon donut. Anybody gets the reference? No? Okay. And a builder's one, which is just a stick. We do not start out with dirt or a sapling, so we have to see that we get one. Yesterday when we started on the multiplayer, we all got, well, Scott and me got a piece of dirt and a sapling. Okay. Not gonna complain about it. Let's get down here. So you can already see that we got a resource there that's not vanilla Minecraft, which is this one, which is dirt resin, and that's used for crafting later. For now, let's see if we can get a sapling here by any chance. Should probably start by doing this, and then making this into, what am I doing? Into this, and then into a Tinker's this, and then I think you can do this. Yes, and you get crafting station slabs, which is the same as the Tinker's Construct crafting station from slab machines, but you get 2 for the price of 1, basically. Right, so then we want this, and I want to put this down somewhere real quick, so I can do this, and I think we're going to keep the rest for now, and we're going to make a crook. There you go. These can be repaired just using the same resource, so it's a wooden crook. You use a piece of oak plank or something to repair it if you need to. It's quite nice. You don't waste your stuff. And it's technically cheaper, because you just need 1 wood plank, which is 2 sticks, technically, right? So, yeah. And this will increase the chance of getting a sapling. We need 1. We have 1. It's lovely. I'm going to keep these on me. I need to clear my inventory here a little bit. I need to make some room. Alright. Let's continue this. Let's see if we can get another one really quick. There's 1. That's good. 1 is all we need. For the rest, we just need the dirt. The dirt? The wood. You know, the other dirt, the one with more texture. Alright. Okay, let's vein mine this. Or excavate this. You know, it's all the same to me. Whoop. And then we're gonna try and put a slab here and a slab here. And then we're probably gonna do this real quick. Let's see if we can catch any more saplings or anything. So we don't have a chest as of yet. We're gonna get to that. It's not going to be a big deal, right? This, and some more. And definitely going to go a tree in a second. Okay, let me do just a little bit more here, so you can see what we're going to do next. That should be enough for now. And once I've done that, I will expand this a little bit off cam. Look at that. New twerking simulator. You actually have particles going from you to the sapling, which is quite cool. Right, there we go. We're not gonna get much out of this, because it's all going off to the side. You know. It's just what it is. Right, so for now we're stuck with this dirt sapling. We do get our oak wood, so we can expand a little more, which is exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm gonna meet you guys right back. It's a little bit of a platform going on. I made a real crafting station and a real double chest here. There are chest slabs. I'm going to show you that real quick in a second. First of all, we're going to make a paxel from pickle twigs. Well, these tools combined, you just need 2 more sticks and you get this. Has a little bit more durability than just, their standard tool. And a little bit more damage and mining speed and all that. So that's quite nice to have. Also, these can be repaired. So then you can go in here and say, I want a chest, make 2 slab chests. Now, these are technically real chests. I'm just going to put them over here real quick. There you go, just in slab form. It looks like a real chest, right? Thing is, this right here. You see how these stack to 57, technically 64? If I put them in there, 32. Yes. So you only have half the inventory space, even though it doesn't look like it. And that's a bit cheaty. Not going to do any of that. I think you can combine them back together. Let's try that real quick. Ah, come on. I almost broke it. Almost doesn't count. You go in here. Can I do this? Yes, I can. See, get your chest back out. Don't know if that works with these. Don't really care at the moment. Slabs up here, and we do need to do some of them. And as you can see, we have done 2 out of 2, so that's good. We have the crafting station and the chest. That should have been enough. We need to get some water. We have the crook. We need the stone crook, for which we need stone, which we don't have yet. We're still here. We got some of the dirt acorns, and we got some of the dirt tree saplings. Right. Next thing I want to do is get into some of the tools we have. These chests, you know, they're vanilla chests. I do like them, but then again, if you put 2 next to each other, you get a double chest if you want to or not, and then if you want to put another one, you have to use a trap chest, because otherwise they get confused, so you have to stack them vertically, otherwise you use more space. Yeah, it's kind of a thing. So we're gonna get into something else in a second. For now, I'm just gonna use a piece of this here, and I'm gonna repair that. See, repairing, told you, nice thing to have. So we're gonna get into what's called the cabinet. Right there, there's some of them. We're going to get into this a couple episodes later, but we're definitely going to get into this now. Needs some planks, basically like a chest, with the exception of this, which is a little bit more expensive. That's basically 3 planks instead of 1, but it can do so much. Right, let's get going. We can do, we need to do this. Yeah, you know, let's grab a couple of them, I guess. There you go. Shift click, give me 4. Lovely. So what can these do? Well, for one, I'm going to put them over here. This is a cabinet. And depending on where you look at the block you place it, if you look to the left or to the right, that tells you where the handle is going to be, basically. And you can see these don't connect. Each one of those is a chest. But you can put one on top, and if you put it on the same side as that handle, they connect. You get a double chest. A vertical double chest. And you can put another one next to it. It doesn't even matter. I now have a wardrobe. Quite nice. That also gives us the option, if you're a little tight on space, you can do stuff like that. And have one chest here and one chest here, and they don't connect. That's pretty cool, I think. I do want them connecting, though. It's confusing otherwise. But that could give you some sorting options for your system there. It's quite nice. You also want to have a drying rack, which is right here, from Tinkers. And I think we're going to make 2 because we have 2 places to put them. One there, one there. Could technically put one down here as well. This doesn't block those. This is quite nice. Also, what you could do, if you had, let's say you don't want to have them too high, you just want them 1 block high, but you still want to have the double feature, you can put them down in the floor. So even if there's a block here, the whole thing still opens. It's still a double chest. And that's quite cool. I like that. So you could basically put them on the outside of the platform here and have them surround your base, your platform, your structure, your whatever, and still have a double chest feature. Quite nice. Pretty good. So what am I going to get into next? We do need the drying rack for something, which I'm not going to tell you because I'm that mean. Yes. And we also do need a crushing tub. It's this one right here. That should be easy to do. I'm going to get 1. And since we're at it, might as well, I think it's the cauldron? Yeah, it's the cauldron. And you see we have a mod in here, more cauldrons, so we can do quite a number. We're going to go with the standard oak one for now. These are your starting tools. I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here so you don't fall off to the side. And as you can see, that still opens. Everything is good. So what are we going to do now? We need to get into saplings. You want to advance here, right? We did that. We did all of that. Eat dirt. Really? Yeah, we're going to do that later. Craft a dirt block. Not right now. Hardwood. Obtain a petrified sapling. So how do you get a petrified sapling? Let's go into Sky_orchards. If I can ever spell that. That's the Russian spelling. Believe me. There you go. This is Sky Orchards. Pretty big thing, but you see there's a lot of saplings in here. So if we just go for sap, there you go. We have dirt. We want petrified next. Petrified sapling is a dirt sapling surrounded by petrified acorns. And petrified acorns are dirt acorns which we have for 1 minute on a drying rack. Yes, this will take a moment. If we had a dehydrator, which we don't, we could also do that. That works. But, you know, blocks we don't have. So, let's take some of these. We need 8, eventually. And then we just right-click them on there. And then we wait a minute. And while we wait a minute, I wait a couple more minutes, and you'll be right back with me once that's done. It is raining. Look at that. This looks beautiful. It's like little cubic raindrops, different sizes and varieties, and you know, where they hit the ground, they actually do a little splash. Quite nice. Yeah, that's one of the nice additions I like about this mod pack. I also moved my whaler over to the left hand side, over here, right there. You see it, right? Yeah, I moved it over there just because the real estate on screen. So the last two are done. You just right click on the drying rack, not on the cabinet, to get them, and then we're gonna quickly go in here and do this. There's a petrified sapling, and when we plant that, it looks like this. Yeah, I went ahead and did that already. Let's quickly do a little bit of this. I do need to repair, don't need to do that. I can straight go in here. Nice thing of having an attached inventory, you can just do that. Lovely, come back to me. I did that because I wanted to prepare a little bit, otherwise I would have had a cut here again, just to get more of these done, and that doesn't really feel like the right thing to do. So next thing we want to get into, let's go back to our quest book, hit L, in case you forgot. We got that, petrified sapling. We do have the crushing tub, we do have the cauldron, we do have the drying rack. So basic tools, done. We now want to get into gravel, bone, and clay. So let's have a look at those, right? Technically it's up here. Clay sapling. Clay sapling needs a dirt sapling and clay acorn. Well, clay acorns you only get from clay trees, right? So you need to have this first before you can get those. That's what the second recipe is for. Dirt resin, petrified resin, and a dirt sapling gives you a clay sapling. So, we should have all of that in here, no problem at all. Let's do this, let's do that. Let's put this on here, and twerk. Twerk like your life belongs. I completely messed that up, didn't I? Come on, twerk! Twerk like your life depends on it! See, that was better. Should have done it in the first place. Finally, something happened. Sometimes it takes a while. This is not the usual twerk mod. I think this thing is actually called Twerking Simulator something? 2016? Let's have a quick look. No? Tree Growing Simulator 2016, there you go. Does not have any options, so you can't set your twerk speed and your growth success rate and all the randomness. Nope, you just have to take it as it is. Bit of a thing. Well. Alright, so that's done. We got clay, so we just need to grow it. We would like to have some more dirt, so let's make some dirt. I have that open already, that recipe. So how do you get any of these blocks? We have a dirt tree. We're supposed to get dirt, right? Recipe is right here. You need the acorns and you need the resin. And then you can do something like this. And we do need a bunch of that. Let's just do 10 for now. For now, and everything is empty. Yep, did that. Okay, sure. So next, clay, we had gravel, which is gravel acorn and a petrified sapling. Gravel acorn is the petrified acorn in a crushing tub. How many petrified acorns do we have? A lot. We need 8. Now the crushing tub is a bit of a thing because it just spews items everywhere. You right click them in there, they're all in there, and then you can just go here and jump. And as you can see, it jumps everywhere. It also generates a little bit of fluid, which probably is mud, dirt, something like that. You have to jump manually, and you know, it takes a while. What you can do is you can take a slab, put it right here, and then you can jump faster because you hit something and you get pushed back down to the ground. Kind of little trick, a little jumping chamber, if you will. Right, so we needed this, if I can ever, yeah. And was it this one? No, it was the petrified one, right? Which is you. Grab a sapling. Don't save on me. Hint, hint. Right, so that's 2 out of 3. What was the other one? We have clay, gravel, and bone. Where's bone? Is right here. Needs bone meal and a petrified sapling. Now these we have a lot. How do we get bone meal? There's a number of ways you can do it. If you have cobblestone, you can make yourself a grindstone and just grind down bones if you have bones. We don't. No mob farm, nothing. So that's not the thing. How else could we do that? We can put gravel in a cauldron with water and we get 3 bone meal. And that's definitely what you want to do because that's the most bang for your buck. But there's also a crushing tub here. You take dirt, put it in a crushing tub, and you get 1 bone meal. And we need 8. We have 10 dirt. Alright. If you don't want the fluid in here, you can just shift right click, that empties it. So right click that in there. Bone meal everywhere, for everybody. That's why I put it right there. Right, so, bone sapling. Oh, I'm missing. I thought I had one. Oh, that's a gravel sapling. I'm a derp. Put that in there. Go here, click bone, autocomplete, nothing can go wrong. Break a leg! Well, yeah, should do that. Lovely. So we do have that sapling now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow these. I'm going to make some more dirt. I'm going to probably expand this platform a little more. Grow some more of the resource because we're running low now. And then I meet you guys right back when we get into the next phase of this whole operation. Yep, just the tiniest bit later. And we actually have some sort of a platform going. So this is all the saplings we currently have. They each have their own chest. And there's currently just the saplings in here because I moved all the resources over here. Yep. So this is all set up. I also put a crafting station here. If I put that here, it sees that inventory. That is no good. If I put it here, it sees the one behind it, which is quite nice. That's what we want. Also, one of the mods I want to show you real quick is this one. Diagonal oak fans from Fence Overhaul. Look at that. How long have you been waiting for this? Well, I've been waiting for this. You can believe me that. There you go. This is absolutely awesome. And we're going to play with that a little more soon. Right, so what are we going to do? I do want to make an infinite spring here real quick. So we need to see about water. We need to see about cobblestone. We need to see about a lot of things. So where do we start first? Let's start with cobblestone. Because we do want to have a furnace. So cobblestone does have a recipe. It's relatively easy. It's just the petrified stuff. Who would have guessed, right? Helps when I look at the crafting table. I might actually be able to do something. How many can I do? A lot. Let's do, I don't know, 18. It's probably a bit too much, but yeah, okay. Let's do those. Over here. Half of the resource is gone. Lovely. Let's make a furnace real quick. Or a fornace, as the Italians might not call it because they know better than I do. There you go. Furnace done. Give me wood. We do have some. So, how about that? Should give us some coal to start with. Lovely. Now, water. Water? Anybody? Okay. Rain helps. So if it rains and you have an oak cauldron out and it rains in there, you do get water. So that's one way of getting it. For everything else, you probably want to have a bucket. So let's get into that. For a bucket, we need clay because there is, as you can see over here, an unfired clay bucket from ceramics, which just is 3 clay. It's pretty good. So how do we get clay? Well, there's a recipe right here. Let's make 1 for now, and then uncraft that, and we should have a bouquet. No, that's a flower. This is a bucket. A good old American bucket. Yeah. Let's put that in there. Also, coal you can uncraft into pieces, and since, you know, 1 piece of coal burns 8 items, these are 8 pieces, so each one of those will burn 1 item. Makes it fairly efficient. I like that. We're going to put the wood straight back in there to get more coal. Come on, don't have all day. There you go. Bucket. Good. So now we need water somewhere so we can put water in here, right? So how do we get water? Well, I have this pretty full down here. Alright, water. Water. There is a lot of ways, as you can see, but we're probably going to go for the low-key stuff. So in the crushing tub, any kind of organics, really. Sugarcane would be good. A quarter bucket. Or any kind of sap, 100 millibuckets. 1,000 millibuckets is 1 bucket, so we need 10. So that's something you can do. Cauldron, if you put ice in there, yeah, if you put water in there, you get water. Surprise, don't have that. What sapling do we have? A lot. Well, that settles it, kinda. We need 10, right? So that's that. We need a second bucket full. So there's that. And you can just go and put them all in here. Doesn't matter. Please don't spew everywhere because it's water. What do you expect? It stays in there. Bucket number 1. Bucket number 2. Infinite spring. Good. No worries about the water anymore. Lovely. So, water done, fire done. Haha. Nice. Oh, well. Even nicer if I do this. There, we can smelt 56 pieces of something. Cool! So, let's have a look. Fence, yeah, talked about that. Cobblestone, done. Clay, yeah, done. That looks like lava, more buckets, and we did water. So let's talk about more buckets real quick. More buckets is the lovely mod that's in here, as you can see here. And that gives you some more options. For example, an obsidian bucket, which holds 3 buckets. You can go up to a manulan bucket, which holds 16. There's 32 here with a supremium bucket. It's quite a lot. Rubber bucket, tin bucket, sure, why not? So you have your options here, even a quartz bucket if you want. This could be quite cool if you're carrying around a lot of lava or a lot of water for different crafting recipes. They don't work with all recipes though, so whenever you make something like, oh, I don't know, something we want to have is a cobblestone generator, right here, from Tiny Progressions. They work here, it seems. They may or may not. you kind of have to figure that out. Also, since you see that up here right now, Pickle Tweaks has added some colored cobblestone, which we are going to use for our base. It's quite neat. Pulverized charcoal is relatively easy to get, and then it's just cobblestone surrounding that. So that's one way to get it. As soon as you get into iron, you have a chisel, you can just make them. No color needed, just chisel them. It's quite cool. So yeah, we're going to use some of those. Right. Lava. Now lava, you need a cauldron, which has to be empty. You put cobblestone in there, and 4 cobblestone make 1 lava bucket, because 1 bucket is 4 bottles, and 1 cobblestone is 1 bottle. Too much math? Okay, I shut up now. The thing is, yes, you can use that one. Guess what the lava is going to do to that? So that, no, we're not going to do that. It's not a good thing. We're going to make a new one, this one. And then we need some more cobblestone. At least 1. 1 is enough for now. Just want to show how it works. You need to put this on a torch, and then you can just right click. And as you can see, there's lava in there, it's bubbling. And if we actually had a bucket like this one, put that back. Thank you. Lava, got. Now if you use this clay bucket for crafting, the bucket will get used up because it's just not used to having the lava. As you can see, it's gone. Yeah. Lava is still there, but the bucket is gone. Well, we can do more clay. It's not a big deal, right? Cool, so we have the cobblestone, we have the furnace, we have the water, we have the lava. I think we're good to go for most of the things. What else could we do? I guess we could do the next saps, right? So let's have a look in here. The next one are cottonwood and sand. Let's get all of that away. There you go. Cottonwood is right here. That is a little bit different. If you have cottonwood, you can use cottonwood acorn, but we don't. So we use some bone meal, vines, and a jungle sapling. Aha. How about sand then? Sand is petrified sapling and sand acorn, which is just a gravel acorn in the crushing tub. Let's do that real quick. I said quick. Gravel acorn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crushing tub to the rescue. Lovely. Sand. Petrified sapling. I do not have. Oh yeah. Well, I don't. I have them in here. Should probably move them all over into storage here. Anywho, there's a sand sapling. Why do we need that? We need that so we can make glass, since we have the furnace now, because for the cobblestone generator, as you may have seen just now, you need a piece of glass, you need a bucket with lava, a bucket with water, and then some cobblestone. So that shouldn't be that hard to do as soon as we start growing this one sapling, which I'm going to move over here so I don't forget to grow that off cam in a second. So, cottonwood, right? Jungle sapling. Right, let's get down that rabbit hole. Jungle sapling, well, you can use mystical agriculture, we don't have that, but there is the also familiar cauldron. You can buy one if you have an emerald by chance. Who has, right? So if we take a clay sapling and we put that into a cauldron with mud, 1 bottle of mud, we get a jungle sapling. So if we make a bucket of mud, or a cauldron full of mud, we can do 4. Let's see, clay sapling. Is that you? Ah, look at me. Look at me knowing things. Lovely, come on, just need 4. Cool, so we have that. I'm going to put them over here real quick so we don't forget them. How do we get mud into the cauldron? There's nothing in there right now, that's good. So we do need mud. Wow. Never thought I'd say that. Mud is just water and dirt. Okay, so let's make a new bucket. Because we kind of missed our last one. For that, we need this, we need that, we need this one. There you go, uncraft. Thank you. Bucket, please. Thank you very much. Into the fire. I don't know why I tried to sing that. It didn't really sound that good. And then we need a piece of dirt, right? Put that into the water. I should probably put that in my hotbar to be able to actually do that. Lovely, thank you. You in here, piece of dirt. Ugh. Even looks the piece. And then we do this. Just right click the sapling in there, and we have 4 jungle saplings. So now, how to move on from here? We need that done. We need bone meal. We can get that. We've done that. We need vines. Oh, look at that. Vines is 45 seconds jungle sapling on a drying rack. Who would have thought? I did. So we put that one over there. We wait 45 seconds and we get our vines. And then we can craft the cottonwood sapling. Yes, that's all there is to it. So as you can see, there's a little bit of tiered crafting in here, right? The first one, well, if you had oak, that's easy to do. It's just, you know, a sapling and some acorns. And the next one is just some of the resin and a sapling, or a sapling and some acorns. And the next one is just a sapling and some acorns. It's just the acorns needed an extra crafting step to get there. Now we're at a stage where we actually have to do saplings that we don't have, to use them to make something that we didn't have before, and then we need to dry those to get something that we also don't have. And then we can progress. Yes, it's gonna get a little bit more complicated, so this mod is actually quite fun to play. Thank you very much, I was waiting for that. Now we can go and do this. Cottonwood sapling. God, you couldn't be kidding me. Oh yeah, the pun. Right, I'm gonna grow these real quick. I'm also gonna grow one of the jungle saplings, that's why I made 4. To just get some more saplings and some wood and things, and maybe we get lucky and grow a big one and can get some vines. There are wooden shears in here, if I'm not mistaken. Down there, I saw them. Relatively easy to do, right? We have that. Planks and sticks, sure. So you can do that and grab your vines and everything else that usually you use shears for. Right, be right back. Lovely, got all our trees growing over there. There's sand, there's cottonwood, there's jungle. Well, you know jungle, right? Everybody knows jungle. It looks ugly, that's why everybody knows jungle. So, and we're gonna get into the last bits and pieces of this episode before we head over into our multiplayer world next episode and continue with God from there, where we have a little bit of a bigger base going on already. Because after episode 1, we started growing the base, the platform, not realizing that the recording software messed up. So, yeah, well, you know that story already, right? Cool. So then, what's next on our list? We do want to have a cobble generator. For that, we need that piece of glass. So, for now, we need to do a bit of sand. Did I put everything down here, just not sand? It's lovely. Sand is right here. For that, you need the sand resin and the sand acorn. It's not a big deal. I should probably look at the crafting table. That helps in crafting. There you go. 1 piece is enough for now. Chuck that straight in here. Give me some glass. Then, while that is cooking, let's see. There's a couple of things we do want. One of them is the bonsai. And now that I have sand in here, I can't see anything. Lovely. Bonsai. Bonsai is here. So bonsai is made from bricks, so we do need to fire up some clay and make some bricks. And what you can do with these, let's hit U. Well, you can craft them into hopping bonsais. We get into those as soon as we get into iron. You can plant your sapling in here, and as you can see, there's quite some options. We have mulch, fertile soil, dirt, grass, all that stuff. And these, let's hit shift here real quick. These have different grow times, drop chances, and growth rates. Yeah, there's a lot to it. The first thing we're going to get into, probably here, is the brown mulch right there. Growth time 70%, so it grows in 7/10 of the time it usually would take. Drop chance 140%, so you get more out of it. Growth rate is higher, drop chance is higher, yeah, all of that. That kind of seems to be like double information down there. I don't know. So, we want a couple of these. As soon as we have the hopping variety, we can just put them on the chest, and these things will drop in the chest. We don't have that yet, so we will have to start with the standard one. These, I think, these or the hopping bonsais are disabled when you do prestige mode. It's the first thing you have to unlock. So it's one of the reasons why we're not doing it. Then the other thing we want is a grindstone. Cobblestone and stick, really easy, right? And what you can do here, there's a lot of recipes, but some good ones are in here, a lot of bacon and such. Don't care, don't care. It does grind bone blocks into bone meal. Yeah, quite efficiently, okay, but it also does coal into pulverized coal and charcoal into pulverized charcoal. And I did show you that recipe earlier where you can craft your colored cobblestone. This is the way to get it. Yeah, we're gonna do that, definitely. What else is in here that we want? Some grass blocks. Grass would be nice, right? To actually bone meal the ground and get some seeds and some flowers. Poppies, like red color and such, right? So you need a cauldron with mud, and you put leaves in there, and as you might have seen just now, leaves come, actually, as a drop chance of 25%, for example, from the bonsai trees. Yeah, I'm going to show you how these work next episode, because we're going to have a bunch of them with all the trees we have, or with all the saplings we have crafted so far, and then we're going to start from there. Anything else you really need to know about right now? Well, definitely this, right? I want to finish this. So let's make some stuff. Before we do that, because I'm worried that I lose my bucket here. We do have some lava in there, so we do this and that. That is obsidian. Yeah, do some more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third obsidian. Now we can go in here and say, doop, doop, doop. Obsidian bucket. Lovely. So, one more time. Fill that up. And you can see it's only a third full in the bar down there. And then we do this. And hopefully that works. Well, we'll find out in a second. Where's my cobblestone generator? Don't need any of this anymore. Cobblage in. To the rescue. Yep, see, it's not lighting up because we have two different versions of buckets in use now. They need to be both the same variety. So we're gonna do one more of these. There we go. And now we should be able to get one of these recipes to light up. There we go. Cobblestone generator got, bucket lost, who cares? Gonna put that guy over here, chest on top. Chest on top. And that will start generating cobblestone at an enormous rate. And when this chest is completely full with cobblestone, all we have to do is open it, and we get the achievement up here, open chest filled with cobblestone. Right, next time we're going to get into charcoal, we're going to get into some iron probably. And who knows? I mean, we have obsidian, we could go to the nether. Right? Right? Anyway, thank you everybody for watching that. It is it for today. And I'm going to see you guys right back with Scott when we continue this madness that is Sky Factory 4. I'm loving it. I hope you do. See you next time.